Don't think of hanging around while we're having fun. I won't sit there crying over you. From now on, you step out. This is what I'll do. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll go stepping to. Yes, I'll go stepping to, honey. I'll go stepping to. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll go stepping to.
Yeah.
Now every time you come in late, we begin to fight. You tell me there goes fish in the sea, but the bit ain't what it used to be, and I've got news for you. Now after this, you step out and I'll be stepping too. Yes, I'll be stepping too, honey, I'll be stepping too. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, and I'll be stepping too.
Yeah.
From now on, when you come in, you won't tell where you've been. With your hair messed up and clothes won't fit you right. Don't start to yell if you find lipstick on me too. You will know that I have been stepping just like you. Yes, I'll be stepping too, honey, I'll be stepping too. I'll lock the door, put out the cat, I'll be stepping too.
Good evening. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office.
Hey, it's that silly bear.
It's time for the audience to go elsewhere.
If you don't mind, I'll do the jokes.
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place. Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place. Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place. Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place. Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place. Just one Cocoa Krispies taste sends you to this chocolate place.
Shopping for the holidays? Come to Wendy's for a Monterey Ranch chicken sandwich. It's a whole breast filet, Monterey Jack, and ranch dressing with bacon. At least you'll get one thing you like this holiday. The road leading to Wendy's next great chicken sandwich is a hard one. Fraught with disappointments and dead ends. But when you're Dave Thomas and you're starting with Wendy's own breast filet, you don't give up.
I think I'm onto something.
I was always in question. It's always fascinated me to find out when people are successful, how do they become successful? What's it take?
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
He's found enormous success with his fast food chain. Dave, where have you been all my life?
Well, I spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Born to an unmarried couple in New Jersey in 1932, Thomas was adopted and eventually left home when he was 15.
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
Living in a room over at the Y, and he came in and said,
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
told him that he'd really like to work for for him at his restaurant.
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
Phil Klaus, the owner of Hobby House in Fort Wayne, Indiana, became a surrogate father to Thomas, and along with Colonel Sanders, helped change his life.
Krispies taste.
And along with Colonel Sanders,
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
and along with Colonel Sanders,
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
and along with Colonel Sanders,
Just one Cocoa Krispies taste.
helped change his life.
Wacky, wild, Kool-Aid style.
Kool-Aid soft drink.
Oh, yeah.
When we left him, the rabbit needed a name he could trick.
Here's your name.
I'll get you some terrific, totally tasty, tutti fruity tricks. A scrumptious pie that is your complete breakfast. Thanks, kids, for giving a name to this here rabbit.
Rabbit.
Good
Silly
evening.
rabbit names are for regular.
This is the 37th time I have spoken to you
Name
from
is
this office.
Floating Pencil.
Good evening.
Silly
This is the 37th time.
If you don't...
Good evening.
Silly bear.
This is the 37th time.
If you don't mind,
Good
out
evening.
of the jokes.
This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office. Good evening. This is the 37th time
Silly bear.
I have spoken to you from this office.
If you
This
don't...
is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office.
Hot Wheels breaks news barriers.
Good evening. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office. Good evening. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office.
The road leading to Wendy's next great chicken sandwich is a hot wheel. But when you're Dave Thomas and you're starting with Wendy's whole crust delay,
It's always fascinating to find
A Goody Marshmallow Krispies Coke machine to make you a comedian.
Where's the cow?
it's always fascinating to find out when people are successful. How do they become successful?
Where
What's
are
it
you
take?
going when no man
This
has
is
gone
the
before?
37th
Child's
time
play becomes an
I
out
have
of this
spoken to you
world
from this
adventure.
office.
We're going straight up.
Oh God.
When a powerful alien force draws them beyond the stars. River Phoenix blasts off into outer space in Explorer, a world premiere. Coming April 30th.
This is the 37th time
Station.
I have spoken to you from this office.
The Bradys are stranded in a ghost town as their Grand Canyon adventure continues. The Brady Bunch coming up next on TV 44. Stay tuned.
Good evening. This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office. Good evening.
Baseball event.
This is the 37th time I have spoken to you from this office.
This is the second punk rock song, the second one. I know what you're thinking. Did he just write this? No. We had this song written, okay? This is all planned out. Get over it. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Listen to the goddamn song. You don't like it? That's too bad. You will do as you're told. What? You gonna talk back to me right now? Fuck you. What? You wanna get punched out right now, bitch? I will do it. I will slap the shit out of you right in front of your fucking mother. I will go to your house. I will punch your mother too. Your mother is a giant cunt. And so is your dad. Your dad is a worthless piece of shit. I will kill him. I will piss on his fucking corpse. I will stomp fuck him. Okay, now skull fuck him. And that's all there is to it. You fucking piece of shit, cock-smoking asshole cunt. Deal with it.
I cannot be restored. I cannot be restored. I sit alone and play my guitar chord. Guitar chord. I cannot be a poet. I cannot be restored. I cannot be restored. I sit alone and play my guitar chords. Play my guitar chords. Play my guitar chords. Play my guitar chords. I cannot be restored. I cannot feel the void. I play my guitar chord. Play my guitar chord. Play my guitar chord.
On top of a flame. its own extended guitar solo. And your racked up Marlboro miles keep you in their own private duffel. I'll still be the pill that's so hard to swallow. I'll still be the pill that's too hard to swallow. I'll still be the pill that's so hard to swallow. And though I dream in vain, in my heart there always will remain my pro wrestling memories. The sequence jumpsuits, asking hard questions on top of a flame.
Admiring the CEOs, but planning sedition. Monitoring his critters, back around nutrition. The protester shoots a gun full of Nazi ammunition. It's everywhere, but also limited edition. I receive it with patience, it's a phase transition. My Irish genes are still filled with the excitement of the prohibition. The astrological peasant is high on grass. The astrological peasant is high on grass. You will not settle for less. The astrological peasant is high on grass. Samurai. On the last lap, Leonard Nimoy took their lives. The stone evolves into a leprechaun with his plans mislaid. Rearranged solar panels, dried meat, and X-Acto blades. His brother rebelled against the war with an acoustic of plastic. UN folks singing laureates beat up his weight, melodramatic. The astrological peasant is high on grass. The astrological peasant is high on grass. You will not settle for less.
peasant is high on grass. The astrological peasant is high on grass. The astrological peasant is high on grass. You will not settle for less. The astrological peasant is high on grass. High on grass. High on grass. The astrological peasant is 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 high on grass.
The Dwellers of the Twilight Ford by Main Street Blake. Chapter 1. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Also, it was shitty, chimed in Joel. He's a nihilist. Eve 6 played constantly in the background. Things were happening. I missed Ed, but was it in a homosexual way? I can only wish. Kindred spirits were hard to come by, or were they? Dr. Gerster said I was looking for them when I visited her office freshman year of humanities. She told me to be a Marxist. I told her last weekend I took the great college acid trip. She frowned when I told her I did acid and got into Eastern philosophy, but the 60s was the time of the dropouts, and Lao Tzu was the biggest dropout of them all. I dropped out right after I graduated. Well, first I wandered into a cubicle of reality that my parents hid from me all these years. And all the Dilbert cartoons I had read had in no way prepared me for the despair of the call center floor. No way. I'd rather be abjectly poor. They had a nice galley in the basement. World News hung from the ceiling in well-secured rectangles. I see you're using the second fastest method to farm money in Zelda, my regional manager advised. Take this job and shove it, I told him, and I drove to New Orleans on the spot and started playing guitar. It's the French Quarter, I think they call it. There in New Orleans, Louisiana, I burned draft cards and fomented rebellion with $20,000 in my hand. I raised off the breadbasket plates in auditoriums filled with terminal alcoholics. $100 a week is rent in the bunkhouse. Talk to Lou. $75 in the basement, and you can smoke on the inside down there. I confronted racism by its nose, and the Zulu boys thought I had a death wish on Esplanade Avenue. Give me MLK's dream or give me death. Yes, it was right there where Henry Matisse first preached on the environment and Louis Armstrong broke down the gender barrier. Right there. Upstairs from me in the other room, with an early middle-aged man working on a manuscript about Alaska and a trip to Mardi Gras, the room spun. The doctor's son told me the Japanese nuclear reaction meltdown was the end of the world. Lumino's book was about wild, promiscuous sex. Out there in the veranda during marijuana time, I gave them free pizza boxes like Jesus feeding the poor in the 80s. Lumino's self-given name for himself sounded Ravi Shankar pretentious, so I called myself Main Street Blake. Cut to the present. We left Cedar Falls for rural New Hartford, Iowa. I was in the back of boxes in my rocking spring horse in the back of a trail duster. It was 85 or 84. I was 3 or 4. My brother and his Hindu compadre pestered me. Raja ended up a rocket scientist at NASA. We wanted to be rap music Michael Jordan's. We wanted the new sneakers. We wanted pink spandex like heavy metal, which we slurped and connected straws and cassette tapes like it was poison. We wanted to mow down aliens and Vietnamese, one and the same, in forests and streams and field sections we roamed in muddy creeks. Johnny Bauer was my best friend, and we would make Ridley Scott flamethrowers from cans of New Milwaukee beer. Johnny's dad fought the Cold War, making anti-air missiles. At the Big Ten prophesied peace plan prior to the Armageddon, which they called the 90s. Not the Chinese, but a different system of annual reckoning, which makes you think. You could even make your own. You could make your own calendar tomorrow if you only had the gusto. They tell you at this point, at Line and Burger King, you can make your own. So why not make your own consumerist Christmas Super Nintendo memory? Because the Taco Bell commercial THC helped the 1992 model April O'Neil haunts me. Chapter 3, Constant Irony, Star Wars, 20 roller skates older than you, crowded Madison, Wisconsin, McDonald's lightning strike near the apocalyptic Antichrist Obama, $2,000 for one flake of weed. Dan is authentic as the Green Party Jedis and the fresh breath of soda cans. Leg up to me in the heart, everything else was for girls. Antipsychotics in the street, the love I once so never seemed near of Alexander Dumas, VHS box graphics preparing for New Jersey in the back of a fully loaded CRST trailer. With 300 channels of everything Rock Crick could get in the fleece of America, the first Fools album was Trees Only, and Ernie yelling King Stupid or Stupid King, a double album. Do. Abrigado is Portuguese for the PC-friendly, well-to-do Mohammed baby teens. And Ernie's black cat, Jason, Paul, Ed, called the sheriff quick. So, there they were, the cops. Chapter 9. Much as I listened to Pearl Jam, Cobra Commander Poison by Belle DeVoe is now Die Hard 2. The most fresca consumption John Lovitz ended up at UNI, impregnated. There is enlightening body from a end of the Doors CD, work fine. Why are some people born with my dick 5 3 1/3 inches hard? Not quite 6, but sometimes. The Chinese make machine gun noises in a child's phonetic style. Lyrics hung to greasy stuff. Good stuff. I don't know what else there is to say. Of all the things I learned in high school, Mr. Coyne told me soda pop, it leads to power being given away grudgingly. No Walden Pond can fart in public. But, of course, over the days, everyone is not a writer. But I'm experimental noise writer, and therefore it was lazy and in vain, just a non-stop ticket to a middle-class penalty. The last time I wrote in 2011, Bullshit I Exist, EGOT Pretty, Neanderthal Idiot, Pomp and Circumstance on the Ancient Sutras, Chapter 24, March 27, 2015. Keith and Mick wanted Waterloo for a bunch of fucking slaves, but I'm Maitreya. La-di-da, Kmart is the greatest store in the world, and I continue to ask that I bought a thrift store garage sale. You got me wrong. Phantom Menace, e-readers, thrift stores. 100 years of produce and salads, cures depressions, and people act cliche like Elvis Presley, unprogressive guy. I really want to do is sit and drink and ask skydiving intermissions, poetry of popular internet cafe, stupid asshole, never mind. We really go for the J. Alvarez jumping out of the plane taco, but Jesus fucking Christ, he never sold out. I've never sold out. You must run away to the Eric Estevez or whatever with the rest of them and talk to Main Street Blake as he studies art. New York City is full of bullshit and things Drake do. In the late 60s, Norman Mailer talked to George W. Bush about the rise of Obama and Russia. You fucking slaves legalized pot with your whore, old Orwellian ISIS bullshit. It's Richard Nixon's fault. I want you to laugh and have criticism of the information age in Waterloo, Iowa, but I don't care. After Buddha's motion lasts forever. Anyway, this 19-year-old is pestering me at the Roseanne bar. $100,000 people are staying up all night, and the problem is John Tesh fucks your global warming. Way past the new Star Wars Jedi stand and the even more dreaded Death Star. Well, almost left your stupid ass. Blake Badker, you're going to jail. Sorry, Judge, I was arrogant because my 7-Up Pupsy Diet Tylenol LNR Intrusion Oreo Dream sucked off the fans of the Southern Belle Trianosaur, the dwellers of the Twilight Void, 420 Chips Ahoy Ninja Learners, across the dreams of Lexi Springfield's Get Out of My Mind and Into My Car, Washington, D.C., Viet fucking Nam kind of Jew, end poem, cut the cloth, it's Astaroth, I wanted to smoke pot, but the fact that I'm Jesus makes me make fun of everything waiting for the bros to do that's pointlessly arcane. Well, my hat's off to Albert Camus, the perfect summer evening in Minnesota where Marilyn Manson asked John Cougar Mellencamp if Die Hard 2 was awesome, over closing poetics and a correction, over Chapter 50, No Direction Home documentary on not my music, but anyone can remember Smells Like Teen Spirit, with the Mary Magdalene conceited catalog, up at Super Ego, Real Jesus, Pulp Fiction, I Want You, Your Dogma, Clothing, Anti-Christian, Mel Gibson, Love Spreader Does, Humility, Again for Myself, on the Old Siren X-Wing, Land in the Room in 1981, Hubert Humphrey, Metrodome, Old Green Day, Alice in Chains, TV, Video Game, NPR, Classics, Clash, Ramones, Matthews, Benny Lex, Rockin' Sign, You and I, Nervous Breakdown, 2006, Think You're Jesus, This Is the Year, part of the 140,000, The New Age has already begun. This has been the book Dwellers of the Twilight Void by Main Street Blake.
Nice.
You're not even gonna hear the audio.
Yeah. We know. My name is Jeffrey Reister.
And I hear you, a drummer?
Yeah, I am a drummer.
What bands have you played in?
Just local bands in Denver, Colorado.
Which ones? Tell me about them.
One, Sin City is one of them, and Jimmy Blue and the Blues Brothers.
Okay.
I used to play blues, so
okay,
I play a little this and that, a little everything.
All right. You're saying you really like listening to goth.
Yes.
What are the best goth bands out there?
Guys, check this out.
Okay. Hey, he's playing the snap, snap, crackle, pop. Crackle, snap, snap, pop.
Do it again.
Snap, snap, crackle, pop. Crackle, snap, snap, pop.
Snackle. Snap. Wait. Pop. Pop. Snap. I mean, snap. Snap, snap, crackle. You missed the snap, snap.
The best bands are actually bombers. Oh, dude, I'm
You just get excited anyway. Okay, make sure the God hears. Okay, alright. Thanks for your help.
Baby alive, giving you a bottle for your meal. You're so making fresh food for your tummy.
Cherries. Yummy.
Baby alive, changing your diapers when...
She sucks on her bottle and looks around.
Wow, look at her eyes. Now you're happy. Hush, little baby, you're my real baby.
Hush, Little Baby comes with pacifier and magic box.
Hey, here, Summer. What band you play with? Which one? Okay, he's just like, okay, all right. You're saying you really like this golf. You really like golf, then okay.
Then I like some of the Bauhaus, old goth, underground, Joy Division, Tones on Sale.
Okay, thanks for the gone. Okay.
They should be like, I think
the best bands are actually boss.
No, dude, I like this. I like Evanescence.
Look out! They're hilarious. They're outrageous.
Then I like
Time to kill.
some.
They're the stunt dogs.
Oh God,
They're the wildest bunch of crime-fighting crazies around.
You saved my life.
Well, I'm a hero, and they're gonna leave you screaming for more.
Ooh, I hear music.
Right on. Well, thanks
But
for
then I
input, man. We'll
usually
check
hear
those
music.
bands out.
Stunt Dogs,
All right,
Monday
hey,
through Thursday at
is it good to be
6:30.
too, or is
School
it possible
program.
that we're being too
6th,
enthusiastic?
7th, and 8th graders who attend school regularly and get good grades
Maybe we should be
may
like,
win a chance to
no,
attend New Year's
absolutely
Jamboree.
no.
It will feature contests and appearances by musical groups and the kids.
No,
The jam will
dude,
take
I'm
place
not-
at the Palace on
I'm just-
January
I love
12th.
you.
You just get excited anyway. Right. Okay, make sure the goss, peers. Okay, all right. Thanks for your help. All right, see you.
Play one more.
So, what, you're more of a centrist?
Yeah, I'm more of a centrist.
Okay.
See, I believe in free enterprise, but, free enterprise needs, cannot just, you can't just allow people to do whatever they want.
Right.
You can't just look the opposite way. But on the same hand, like, we may say, like, some people talk about labor unions. Labor unions have done a lot of good. But just because labor unions have done a lot of good does not mean that you should allow them to, engage freely in embezzlement and other forms of corruption.
Right.
So, same thing with business. Just because, it's important to have, private enterprise to deliver consumer goods and services to people, because, government cannot, make pizzas or research new medications.
Yeah.
Not all the way.
Right.
But at the same time, that does not mean that, you should allow people to just do whatever they want and look the other way just because they, they support your campaign advertising.
So
let me review. I want you to ask me a question now.
Where do you stand, Jules, in the political spectrum? Conservative, liberal, or moderate, or centrist?
Well, progressive. So I guess you could say liberal.
Sort of liberal? Okay.
Leftist.
What's the difference between progressive or liberal?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's not really.
Is progressive just like kind of a buzz term, like libertarian for conservatives?
You could. I don't know if I would say exactly that. It's just some liberals. You could say so. Like for instance, Bill Clinton is a liberal, right?
Right.
It's not the same in terms of economics and stuff. You could consider him like libertarian.
Right.
But he's still a liberal, so that would be a difference. Progressives would not follow. They'd be more of like Keynesian economics, fair trade, different things like that. Not Milton Friedman style of economics.
What? Not Freeman, but Keynesian? Keynesian?
Well, the two of the Keynes era is like Hayek and Keynes. Not Milton Friedman's way later.
Okay. What about Adam Smith?
That's the father of capitalism, the inventor.
What was Keynes' reaction to Adam Smith?
I still think that Keynes thought it was a good system. He just thought, if you have huge economic, well, actually no, I don't know if I want to explain it that way. I would explain it like, since his era is different, they didn't really have huge cities, and they didn't have people that, relied on other people for their food. They didn't grow their own food.
So you'd
you
say
have people starve if they don't work, right?
Right. So
the
go ahead.
difference between then and Keynes time.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
Like perhaps capitalism is good to grow a state, but not to maintain a state once it reaches a certain level. Perhaps. I'd say that. I think that. Now that you told me that.
Who knows?
Maybe you're right.
I think that, but you kind of, I don't know. Yeah, is steady growth better than inconsistent growth? I don't know. Yeah, probably. Because then you have those boom. You have the boom and bust economy.
Boom bust.
Which is what the U.S. has. So that's what the Keynesian economics is trying to fix that, so that you don't have the huge boom and bust. And when you do have the bust, the government intervenes
Okay.
You know, it puts people to work.
I'm gonna
Stimulates the economy.
basically take what you said and then talk to George. Well, this would be a good stopping point right here. And then whatever George says, I'll tell you in a little while. All right. And he said he was a progressive and maybe more liberal. And he said he believes in Keynesian economic theory. What's your reply to that?
My reply is, first of all, the whole idea is that the losers of the world need a good economy to function. The winners of the world can function in any economy. So, like, for example, one of my heroes is the people who started Schneider Truck Lines, SCHNEIDER, because the business was established like in 1934 or 35, in the middle of the Great Depression. So, you see, someone who's a winner will win under any situation. So, you see, a true winner can, make do with any kind of economy.
Okay. So, and he spoke of that Keynesian, is going to interfere with the government or interfere with economics. So, growth isn't boom or bust. Grow slow and under control rather than these boom or bust cycles with deregulated conservative economics. What do you think of that?
There'll never be deregulated conservative economics. It's just a fantasy. It's never gonna, society's never going to go back to, where everybody
Me at the door?
sold quack medications.
Yeah.
Out of their, out of their covered wagon. Society is never going to, return to, the boom and bust cycles. But I guess we're now in one big bust. So, if you're interested in busts, why don't you go get yourself a copy of Playboy or Penthouse?
Oh!
Now we get our boom and bust cycles. Actually, if you want a boom cycle, get yourself words like magazine like Guns and Ammo, or Soldier of Fortune or something like that. And then if you want
a Playboy, boom and bust.
then you get the Playboy or Penthouse. So you have a boom and bust.